Hello everybody, Croft Studios here, and I'm here with yet another LEGO minifigure series review, and I am not here with a specific series, it's actually the LEGO movie series. I'm here with set 71004, the LEGO movie minifigures. It comes with one minifigure in each packet, costs $2.99 in the USA, and yeah, let's take a look at our packaging. Alright guys, so here's the newer packages that we get. You can see the front right there. I like the dark blue color, and then when you turn it around you get just random information. Alright guys, so here's a little flip out manual. Basically, you just fold this out right here and you can see your minifigure checklist. When you turn this over, it's a bit different this time. You can see some of the little codes and stuff like that. I think you just scan it or something. Yeah. So that's basically it for the little packaging. Let's go on to our minifigures. Alright guys, so our first minifigure is Mrs. Scratchin Post, and she's probably my least favorite. She's actually Emmet's neighbor in the movie, so I can understand why they made her. You can see you get a little orange cat with her, with some really cool printing. So I feel like this is just a basic rehash of the grandma from Series 11, so it's very I don't like it that much. But you can see it is Emmet's neighbor, so she has like a lot of cats of some sort. You can see her hair right there, so let's go ahead and turn her around. And she does not have any back printing, unfortunately. This figure would have been a bit cooler, actually, if they put some printing and stuff on the back of her. All the cat hair is kind of cool looking, but not really much good about her. I don't like her that much. So let's go on to our next minifigure. Alright guys, next up for our minifigures is the Where's My Pants guy. You can see right here, he has actually in a TV show in the LEGO movie, basically. Lord Business completely funded it, apparently. And it basically just makes you brainwash and not be creative, apparently. So that's why he did it. And it just makes you laugh and takes all the creativity out of you. You can see him right there. I think his shirt's pretty cool. I like the two pairs of pants. First yellow legs we've gotten in a while, I think. Just plain yellow legs. And you can see his face right there. I mean, he's okay, I guess. Not great. But I think he's still a cool figure to get since he's pretty important in the movie, apparently. Alright, guys. Next up for our minifigures is the Panda Suit Guy. And I really like these figures in the suits. I'm a really huge fan of these figures. But I have a feeling that this doesn't really do much in the movie. It's just in there to make you buy it, basically. And then you get the little panda bear with him. You can see his front printing is pretty cool. And then he does have back printing with the little zipper and stuff. Really like the mold on the helmet, or the little fuzzy hat. And then you can see his face right there. There's a little tongue type of thing. And you can see the sweat on his forehead and stuff. So I think he's a very cool figure. I like the look of him. I'm guessing he doesn't really do much in the movie, though. Alright guys, next up for our minifigures is like basically another mermaid. She's like a queen apparently in the movie, so she probably plays an important role. You can see the color of the jewels, very unique. I like the look of it. I think she's okay, I guess. I don't like that we're getting yet another mermaid. That's my problem with these LEGO movie figures, is that we're getting a lot of rehashes from the other series. But I can basically understand it because it is for an actual movie, so you can see her printing right there is very nice. I like the look of it, and you got the seaweed and the starfish in her hair. No back printing, unfortunately. But she does come with two accessories, so I can understand why they didn't put any. And they also made a nice hair in the light bluish color. So I think she's okay, I guess. So let's go into our next minifigure. Alright guys, up next for our minifigures is Emmet, basically with a construction hat. You can see the nice little printed tile that you get with him, which is pretty cool. And he basically has the same exact printing as the other Emmet. And I think that's kind of lame. I wish they would have given him a little better printing. And basically the only thing different, I think, is his head. I think it's a little different than some of the other ones when you turn him around. Yeah, it's a bit different than some of the other ones. It's basically when he's at his job and he's all happy and stuff. Then you get this nice new mold that's only in this figure, in this series. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I think it's a pretty decent figure, not bad. And I'm glad they included him in the series. Alright guys, up next is like this Buckeye type of robot guy, and I think he's one of my favorites in the series personally. I mean, I really like the printing on him and stuff. I really like the old pistol and the dynamite that you get with him. His hat mold is rubbery, but I don't really have a problem with it because it looks so cool. You can see it right here. Turning around. I really love the look of it. It's one of my favorites in the series. I really like this figure. You can see his back printing. I like the robot look. Turn him around. And then you can see his face a bit better. You can see his angry eyebrows and his missing teeth. So I think they did a good job on him. I like his beard piece. So pretty nice job on this figure. I really like him. Alright guys, up next for our minifigures is the Taco Tuesday guy. And I actually am more impressed with this figure than I thought I was going to be. I thought I was just going to think this figure was okay because of the Series 1 type of guy that looks sort of like this. But you can see I actually really the best part about him right here is this bowl with the printed stuff inside of it. And you get these two of these tiles, which are actually very cool because you can use them for Minecraft Lego lava, and they're 1 by 1, so you get 2 of them. They're supposed to be, I'm guessing, like cheese or something that goes in the bowl. And you can see his leg printing right there, and his face printing has like a little winking face. And you can turn him around, just has the basic cloth. Get 2 of those cloths. So I really like this figure. It's one of my favorites. And yeah, let's go into our next minifigure. Alright guys, next up for our minifigures is Scribble Face Cop, and wow, this is very creepy. I just have to say that about this figure. This face is like really, really scary looking. I don't know about you, you could use this in some horror film. That's just really creepy. The torso printing is a bit different, and you do not get any back printing, which is very disappointing because the other figure did have back printing. You can see his phone right there is very cool, I like that. Get the new helmet mold, of course, and then you can see his other head. It's not the same as the one in the $30 set. So I like the exclusive heads and stuff like that. So basically you have 4 different expressions just for this one cop. But this is just creepy. I actually like this head. It'd be good for like Flickr and stuff like that. One of my friends, Yoshi's Island 1000, said. So I like this. I'm sort of disappointed without the back printing, but other than that, he's a pretty cool figure. Alright guys, up next is Velma Staplebot, and she's basically one of the robot news reporters apparently, and you can see her hair right there. It's very poofy. I like the new design, and you can see that big bow. I don't like the look of that very much. You can see on her little plan it says Super Secret Plans Taco Tuesday, and you can see all the cup little spots where she put her coffee mug apparently. And you can see her face right there. It looks pretty weird. Then when you turn her around, you do not get any back printing. So I think with this figure, if you get one accessory, personally, you should get back printing on a figure. And then you can see it a little bit better with lipstick and stuff. I don't like the lipstick on the robot, but other than that, I think it's okay, I guess. Not one of my... I wouldn't call it bad, but I wouldn't call it good. Just an okay figure. Alright guys, up next is Wildstyle, like the Western version. You can see she gets this little fan. And I'm pretty sure this is the super common of the series. I mean, I think, 30 of her at the Lego store, and it was so annoying. It took me a really long time to find the Calamity Drone. So let's take a look at her. You get the very nice torso printing. Her face, I feel like it's like wider for some reason. It's like really wide looking for some reason. Like the eyes are too spread far apart. I don't know if it's just me, but you can see her hair right there has the things and stuff. And you can see the back. She has that very cool back printing. I like the look of that. Very cool. I like the look of her. She's pretty cool, and she was probably in a couple scenes like this in the movie, so I think this is pretty cool to get her. Alright guys, up next for our minifigures is basically the guy we saw in the trailer sell Emmet a coffee for, I don't know how much it was, but yeah, let's just take a look at him right here. You get his face right there, it's sort of smirking. Oh, Larry the Ballista, that's his name. You can see his little badge right there. And you get the nice new coffee mug mold, which is very cool looking, and then you get his little pant mold right there, or not mold, just little pant printing. And then when you turn him around, no back printing, unfortunately. Really like the hairpiece on him. I'm guessing a lot of these hair pieces that they're using are just going to be exclusive to these series minifigures and stuff. You can see his face right there. I hope that's not the case because I'd like to see more of these hair pieces in different colors. So I think he's a pretty good figure, not bad. Alright guys, up next is Shakespeare, and probably one of my least favorites of the series. I like his hair mold. I think it's pretty good. I actually like the baldness and stuff like that on the mold. His face is sort of smirking down, not very happy. And you can see his little thing right there. To build and not to build right there. It's pretty cool, and then you get a little feather pen. And I like the side leg printing, very cool. But if you're really going to make another, like a Shakespeare, sort of like the Series 8 one, if you're going to make one, at least make the printing different, just not a different color. Because the Series 8 printing is exactly the same. I'm pretty sure it may be a little different. It's just in dark green, which is pretty lame. I really don't like that. That's just called laziness right there. I don't like this figure that much. Alright guys, up next is Abraham Lincoln, and this is one of my favorites of the series. I absolutely love this figure. You can see 407 years ago, right there, and you can see little printing and stuff like that on there. And I love his hat mold, even though the bottom is rubber. This part is also rubber, but it's really hard rubber, so you can't break it. You get some very nice torso printing. I like the look of that. No back printing. I wish he would have had back printing, personally, but still, it's very cool. And you can see his face right there. It actually looks like Abraham Lincoln, because sometimes they don't really make it look like him very well. But I really like the look of him. His hat is sweet. I really like this figure. Alright guys, up next for our minifigures is Gail the construction worker. And I think I really like the printing on it. Printing's very cool on the front, and then you get a nice new mold with this hair, the construction hat with the hair going down from the back, which is very cool. Get some nice back printing on her. Actually get back printing. And then when you turn her around, I like the look of her. I mean, she's probably a minor character in the movie on the construction site, maybe that Emmet works on because they have the same uniforms and stuff. So I think this is a pretty cool figure. I like how they added it. So let's go into our next minifigure. Alright guys, up next for our minifigures is the Calamity Drone, and this took me so long to find. This figure was a pain to find at the LEGO store because I kept finding the Wildstyle. So, look at her right there. I wish the hands would have been the same color as the arms, but it's still fine. You can see her torso printing is very cool. I like the look of it. I love that gun that they gave her. I love that old-fashioned look on it. Then you get a new hair mold with that awesome hat that in the Lone Ranger sets you also got the hat, except a different color. And then this hair mold is new, which is very cool. Turn around, you can see her face a bit better. So I think that looks pretty cool. I like the little zigzags on her face and stuff. So I like the look of this figure. It's one of my favorites in the series. It's very cool. Alright guys, our very last minifigures is Lord Business. You can see he has the Octon cup right there, and he has a very angry expression. One of the only figures in the series with double-sided head. You can see his torso printing right there. I don't even know that this is different from the Lord Business Evil Lair. I don't know if, tell me in the comments. If it isn't, it's pretty lame. But you can see his face right there. I love the hair mold. Very cool. Love the look of it. It's like blocky and stuff. And it sort of fits his personality as like a blocky person in the movie trying to take over. And you can see his double-sided head, which is sort of grumpy apparently. So I'm guessing he's always grumpy in the movie, sort of like Peter Parker's boss in Spider-Man. So you can see him right there. I like the look of him. He's pretty cool. So let's go on to the rating. Alright guys, now to the rating on this set. I'm going to give this whole series in total a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's okay, I guess. I wouldn't call it great. Not one of my favorites out of any of the series. Definitely not one of my favorites. Probably one of my favorites is like Series 4, Series 11, somewhere in there. But I really, really like a few of the figures in this series. Some of them are just sort of minor. I mean, it is a LEGO movie, so I haven't seen the actual movie yet. So if I change my opinion on that, I will update this review and probably put like a thumbnail saying the actual rating that I give it after seeing the movie and stuff. So that's basically it for this review, guys. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you've enjoyed.